You hear their voices every day in-game, and their voice lines become synonymous with their characters, but who are the real people behind the Apex Legends roster? Here are all the Apex voice actors and some other things you might recognize them from. With a total of 16 characters now available, Apex Legends has exactly doubled the number of playable legends since launch. Each season, a new character is added, and that comes with a new voice actor. Here, we'll be focusing on the English-speaking voice actors for each role. There are also additional voices in the game, beyond the characters, such as the announcer, who you've probably heard more than anyone else. Zara Faisal. Technically, the first actor on the list isn't actually the voice of a legend. But Faisal is probably the most common voice in the game. You'll hear her throughout the match, keeping you up to date on the movements of the ring and announcing who the champion squad is, kill leaders and more. Zara also voiced a Pathfinder town takeover, with all those quirky lines about fighting in the ring. Erica Luttrell. One of the original cast, Eric Luttrell is the voice of Bangalore in Apex Legends. She is a Canadian, and her sister Rachel is also an accomplished actor. Erica has featured in other games, including Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War, Twin Mirror, Star Wars Squadrons, The Last of Us Part 2, and Fallout 76, among many others. You may also recognize her from some on-screen roles, including HBO's Westworld or as Claire Rayburn in Salvation. Allegra Clark. Bloodhound's voice actor, Allegra Clark, is one of the voices which might at first be unrecognizable. There are a number of effects applied to the voice recordings to achieve the metallic grainy sound of Bloodhound's voice as they speak through their mask. Allegra Clark is also a voice actor with a number of other video game credits, including the wildly popular Genshin Impact. Other credits include Dragon Age, Inquisition, where Allegra plays Josephine Montilliot, Star Wars, Squadrons, World of Warcraft and more. J.B. Blanc. J.B. Blanc is another accomplished actor with roles in many video games, movies, and TV shows. In Apex Legends, he plays Dr. Knox, better known as Caustic. Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul fans may recognize him as Dr. Barry Goodman. He's also featured in Respawn's other recent release, Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, where he plays Prof, a friend of Cal Kestis at the opening of the game. Other game roles include Legends of Runeterra, Yakuza Like a Dragon, Mortal Kombat 2, and Diablo 3. Fun fact: J.B. Blanc is also the voice of Blisk in Titanfall. Johnny Young. Johnny Young voices Crypto, who launched with Season 3. Johnny is an avid Apex player himself and had to keep the role a secret even from his squad of teammates before the reveal. He's a content creator too, who streams on Twitch and has a popular YouTube channel with almost 100,000 subscribers. Young has had other roles in video games, including World War Z and Medal of Honor. Ben Prendergast. For the first Australian legend, Respawn recruited real-life Aussie Benjamin Prendergast. He started to play as soon as he got the audition and hasn't stopped since. You can also catch him streaming on Twitch. He's featured in a bunch of other games too, including Hades, Fallout, Star Wars Resistance, and more. He's also worked on screen and on stage in shows like Preacher and Frontier. Branscombe Richmond. The voice of Gibraltar is none other than Branscombe Richmond. For a character like Gibraltar, a South Pacific islander, he requires a very particular voice. Richmond himself has English, Native American, Native Hawaiian, French, French Polynesian, Spanish, and Portuguese roots, an incredible array. Unlike many of the other Apex Legends voice actors, Richmond hasn't featured in quite as many video games. He has been in a variety of movies and TV shows, starting his career in the mid-1970s. He's perhaps best known for his role in The Scorpion King and has featured in shows like The A-Team and Walker Texas Ranger. Newlands. The Season 7 legend, Horizon, is voiced by Scottish actor Newlands. Although born and raised in Scotland, Newlands now lives in California. You may not have realized it was her when playing other games when she doesn't use her own accent, but Newlands is featured in countless video games, including Doom Eternal, Call of Duty Infinite Warfare, BioShock Infinite, Skyrim, Halo 4, and Assassin's Creed 3. Meloli. From the original cast, Lifeline's voice actor Meloli is to thank for some of the most iconic Apex Legends lines. Classics such as Mozambique here are brought to life by Lee. Other games you may have heard Mela include Mortal Kombat 11 as Jade, Pokémon Masters, and as Tiki in Fire Emblem and Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Meloli has also done voiceover work for many TV shows, including Avengers Assemble. Frida Wolf. Loeb was one of the most exciting new characters when she was added in Season 5, and the voice behind a classy thief is Frida Wolf, a Las Vegas native with Mexican roots. Her mother was from Mexico, and so Frida can also speak fluent Mexican Spanish. In the game, Loeb's father is Portuguese. Other games Frida Wolf is featured in include Cyberpunk 2077, Carol, Spider-Man Miles Morales, Rage 2, The Elder Scrolls Blades, Just Cause 4, and 2 Call of Duty games. Fun fact: according to IMDb, Wolf is the second cousin of Mexican director Alejandro Andrade. Loeb's surname is also Andrade. Roger Craig Smith. The voice of Mirage, Roger Craig Smith is a true icon of the voice acting world. Some of his notable roles include Ezio from Assassin's Creed, Chris Redfield in Resident Evil, Captain America, and many more. His most iconic role, though, is probably as the voice of Sonic the Hedgehog, a role he played for over 10 years until his run ended in 2021. Smith actually began his career in stand-up comedy, but his voice is so versatile and crisp, he's been called upon to voice lots of roles in countless games and movies. Nicholas Roya. Apex Legends' first post-launch legend, Octane, is voiced by Nicholas Roya. Nicholas is a Jersey native but was born to Spanish and Italian parents. The majority of his acting career has been in voice work, although has had parts in TV shows like Malcolm in the Middle, Without a Trace, and CSI. Halo fans will get to hear more of Nicholas, sounding very Octane-like, when Halo Infinite releases, as he plays the pilot traveling with the Master Chief. Roya also voices multiple characters in Cyberpunk 2077 and other games including Marvel's Avengers, Resident Evil Resistance, Shadow of the Tomb Raider, Horizon Zero Dawn, and the Mafia series. Chris Edgerly. Voicing a friendly robot is no easy task, but veteran voice actor Chris Edgerly knows the trick. Like Roger Craig Smith, Edgerly has a long list of impressive voice acting credits. One of the roles he's most known for, outside of Apex Legends, is voicing a variety of characters on The Simpsons. In video games, Edgerly has featured in The Amazing Spider-Man 2, Halo, the Kingdom Hearts series, and various voices in Call of Duty, Assassin's Creed, and Mass Effect. Anjali Bhamani. Rampart, Apex Legends Season 6 legend, is voiced by Anjali Bhamani. A versatile actor, Bhamani performs stage, TV, movies, and many other games. The Indian American has actually appeared more on screen than in video games, but you may also recognize her as the voice of Symmetra in Overwatch. Some of her notable TV roles include Nina Patel on Modern Family, The Sopranos, Grace and Frankie, Criminal Minds Beyond Borders, NCIS Los Angeles, and Law & Order SVU. Darren De Paul. Another accomplished voice actor, Revenant is voiced by Darren De Paul. Overwatch players will be familiar with his voice as Reinhardt, but, much like Bloodhound, Revenant's voice is heavily modulated. Other roles include Emperor Kalis in Destiny 2, Jonah Jameson in Spider-Man, Hulk in Avengers, and Darth Vader in LEGO Star Wars The Force Awakens. Fun fact. Darren De Paul also voiced Forge, the legend that was killed by Revenant, who then took Forge's place in the Apex games. Justine Huxley. Justine Huxley is the voice actor for Watson in Apex Legends. Introduced in Season 2, Watson's character, real name Natalie Paquette, is French, but Huxley is not and instead pulls off a very convincing accent. Other games Huxley has featured in include Red Dead Redemption 2 and GTA 5, both times voicing pedestrian dialogue, Harry Potter Wizards Unite, and the Spyro Reignited trilogy. Huxley also completed voice work in the anime series Sword Art Online in 2020. Chantelle VanSanten. Wraith's voice actor in Apex Legends is Chantelle VanSanten. Better known for her work in TV, VanSanten doesn't have as many video game roles as many of the other legends. In fact, Apex was her first part in a video game. You may recognize Chantelle from any number of popular shows, including One Tree Hill, Shooter, The Boys, The Flash, For All Mankind, and The Messengers. Chantelle also played Lori in The Final Destination. That's all I got for now. I'll be back with some more Apex.